Hello, good evening, everyone. Today we are going to go ahead and take another question from our Indian Economic Service mock test. Let's have a look at the question. Discuss the learner index of monopoly power. What is learner index? Learner index is basically a measure of monopoly power. What learner index does is it tells us how much can I go ahead and charge over and above the marginal cost. So it basically tells us what is going to be the gap between price and marginal cost. How much price can be greater than marginal cost? What is the gap between the two things? That is what learner index stands for. Now, we know that when we talk about profit maximization condition, it happens where MR is actually equal to MC, right? What is MR? MR is how total revenue changes as quantity changes. What is total revenue? It's price into quantity. So we have to differentiate PQ with respect to Q. What can I do? I can use the product rule. So we can say how price changes as quantity changes into Q plus P into how Q changes as Q changes. Now, what I've gone ahead and done here is that notice that del Q by del Q is simply 1. So I can just rewrite this thing as how P changes when Q changes into Q plus P. Take this P common and you will get how P changes as Q changes into Q by P plus 1, right? So you're taking P out. Now, if you notice, what is this? This is inverse of elasticity. What is elasticity of demand? It is how quantity changes as price changes into initial price by initial Q, D. How Q changes as P changes into P by Q. And this is just opposite of that. So this is basically 1 by elasticity. So I have got that my marginal revenue can be rewritten as P 1 by elasticity plus 1. Now, what happens at profit maximization? You equate this to marginal cost. So you can take price on the other side. So 1 by elasticity plus 1 will be MC by P. You can keep this here and take this on the other side and you will get something like this, right? So PC minus MC by PC is minus 1 by elasticity. Remember, elasticity is elasticity of demand. This itself is negative. So when I have a negative side outside, this becomes a positive number. So this tells me how much can I charge over and above marginal cost. It is inverse of elasticity. Now notice that when I talk about perfect competition, we know that price and marginal cost are equal. So P minus MC will be 0. And we know that it is perfectly elastic. So in perfect competition, we know that elasticity of demand is infinity, minus infinity. If I put minus infinity here, I will get 1 by infinity, which is 0. So P minus MC will be 0. So P will be equal to MC, which is correct, right? So therefore, this formula is absolutely correct. It tells us for different elasticities, how much can I charge price over and above the marginal cost. Is this clear to you? So for a monopolist, the higher the price elasticity of demand, the lower the learner index. It is because high elasticity of demand means that increase when elasticity of demand is high. It means that a small increase in price will cause huge decrease in quantity. So people will go towards some substitute. They will decrease the quantity. So you will not be able to go ahead and do a very high markup, right? So the learner's index, this is what you will write as a conclusion. The learner's index suggests that the markup depends inversely on price elasticity of demand. So you see that I derived this also. See that I compared perfect competition with monopoly also. And see that I finally gave a conclusion to this answer also. This is how you can answer a full-fledged question on learner's index. Is this clear? Okay, thank you. We will meet again in the next class.